What's up, Fight Fam, and welcome to Boxing Bros. This is episode 36, a very clean, sanitized version of
Blessings.
episode 36. I'm Kaden, and these are my co-hosts.
You know, it's Trail. This is G.
The first topic we're going to discuss is a topic dominating the boxing community online, and that's Tyson Fury's Glove Gate situation. People are saying that his fists were at the wrist area of the glove and that he was striking Deontay Wilder practically bare knuckle without any padding, and that's the reason why he was able to knock Deontay Wilder out. Charles Martin is the latest person and probably one of the more renowned people to actually say that he agrees with this theory or he thinks it's shady and he's never seen a glove bend that way. So I'm gonna start someone off with Trill. What's your thoughts on Glove Gate? Do you believe that there's some legs there? Do you think it's complete BS, or like what does Trill think when he hears this Glove Gate?
Trill's gonna give a Trill answer.
Oh God.
You know what I'm saying? And my views has nothing to do.
Yes, the views and opinions of Trill have nothing to do with the Boxing Bros. Does not represent the Boxing Bros. Go ahead.
Listen, people are just in shock. That's just how I feel. When somebody gets they butt whooped, right? You tend to start doing things that you normally wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? It happened to me before. I remember one time I had a friend of mine. I had a friend of mine, you know what I'm saying? It was my man. And I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? And I remember we went to the playground and he got beat so bad. He got beat up so bad. I made every excuse. And I was like, oh, it was because he didn't have on his normal sneakers that he normally wears. You know what I'm saying? He had on Etonics. Back in the day, we had Etonics. You know what I'm saying? He had Etonics on. But, you know what I'm saying? He had on Etonics, and usually he wears Yum-Yums. I was like, he didn't have his Yum-Yums.
So he didn't have the grip.
Yeah.
You didn't have the necessary grip.
And I was like, that's what happens.
You know, Yum-Yums are lightweight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I said. Like, I was making excuses for him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, he didn't eat breakfast that day. You know what I'm saying? Everything, because that's my man. And I can understand how the Wild Dets are feeling right now. You seen your man get beat so bad. So you had to make it. Even he made excuses. He was like, oh, Fury was in there with 7 different people. You know what I'm saying? And they were beating on me.
You should see Fury.
He's like, my suit was so heavy. You know what I'm saying? Even Wilder's making excuses. So I'm not even too mad on the fans. This is what happens. You know what I'm saying? When you like a really like fanboy. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens. You're going to make every excuse because you're just shocked that your guy lost. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it before. You know what I'm saying? When people's champions and fighters done lost. Or when Timothy Bradley lost, or his people were saying this, when Pacquiao lost, and his people were saying this. It's just every time when somebody thinks that somebody should have won, and there's their favorite person, they put so much stake on that person, and they lose. They start coming up with excuses. That's all I think these are, just excuses. You know what I'm saying?
All right. G?
I would like to say this. I'm going to separate Deontay Wilder from the extreme Wilder supporters. So in no way am I judging or casting any negative commentation towards Deontay Wilder with this. I'm going to say this. When it comes to this Glove Gate, and I'm Conspiracy G on Boxing Bros, if y'all don't know. I'm down with these conspiracy theories and all of that stuff. But this was one fight too late. You know what I mean? If you're talking about part 1, why are y'all bringing up the glove situation from part 1 when Wilder got destroyed in part 2? Remember, this is the same Deontay Wilder that said Tyson Fury has pillow hands. So even if you're showing footage from the first fight where Tyson Fury's knuckles was in the wrist area, yeah, that was cool. But that was the first fight. What happened in the second fight? All I seen was Wilder get pummeled in that ring. So Now it seems like people are like just looking for excuses, finding old tapes. Who cares, man? What I do know is Deontay Wilder foolishly said his Mega Man costume was what caused him to lose that fight. This whole like glove gate and all that stuff has nothing to do with part 2. Maybe part 1. I could probably entertain that, even though I think that's kind of the argument's kind of asinine in my honest opinion. And on top of that, the way his supporters, like these guys are stands. They're going too hard, like protesting, demanding the WBC do stuff, demanding all kind of things, and we're gonna constantly be harassing Tyson Fury and his trainers for the rest of your life.
Sugar Hill, shame on you, Sugar Hill.
Like, yo, when your grandkids look up your name, all they're gonna see is you was a cheater. And I'm like, all right, it's never that serious. It's really never that serious. Y'all are better off just falling back and just saying like, hey, you know what, Wilder, it's okay. Everyone takes an L, just bounce back. That's the best you can do for your champ. But now this is where I do bring some, I guess, criticism towards Deontay Wilder. Yo, Wilder, I know you know these channels. I've seen them same guys around you in your camp. You can easily call these guys, text them, send them a message, whatever, saying like, yo, fellas, I respect the support, but please fall back. Because at the end of the day, this looks bad on your brand, Wilder. And so I don't want people just feeling like, hey, you know what, let's just come up with excuses as if those excuses are going to magically erase that L that you just took. It's not going to do that. So it's like, hey, fellas, it's okay. I'm going to bounce back. If you truly this king that you're talking about, then bounce back like T'Challa, what's his name, T'Challa did.
T'Challa, yeah.
When he got thrown off that cliff, hopefully you survive that cliff dropping and you can come back.
Don't come back like T'Challa, because he cheated. Because for starters,
you're right.
Killmonger was going to kill him, and then Forrest Whitaker character jumped in and saved his life, and then he had to kill him, and rightfully so, because he interfered in business that wasn't his. Then that's what saved T'Challa, and then he comes back and then's like, oh, I never died. Well, you would have. So you had to cheat.
So
okay, then they had to steal, and then they brought the vibranium to T'Challa so that they could, whatever, I don't know, vibranium, whatever was in that leaf, they brought that to T'Challa so he can get strong again. They cheated. They did it. They weren't supposed to do that. They betrayed their king.
Guys.
But that's just deeper. Sorry.
Mark Breland was Forrest Whitaker.
Hey, we don't do that to you.
I'm just saying. But go ahead.
Bring it in.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I was ending on that note. But yeah, Wilder, shame on you.
Here's the bottom line. When it's all said and done, I blame Wilder. I do. I blame Wilder for this one reason. When people are using your name and doing all these things in your name, and you don't come out and end it, you don't come out and stop it, you don't come out and say, look, I've witnessed these people, some of them, speak to Deontay Wilder, interview Deontay Wilder on their channels. And he'd give them the interview, and they fed into his illusions that he was the baddest man on the planet, that anyone he hit with the right hand was going to fall, all types of stuff, right? They fed into that. Now that he's lost and he got exposed, they're coming up with all these theories, and Wilder has never said, stop that. Wilder hasn't made a statement saying, look, I lost the fight, fair and square, I'll regain the titles the same way. He hasn't done anything. He's just letting this go. And then he drops his video, the one video I've seen, yo, king is here. Like, he's talking to them. We will rise like a phoenix from the ashes. He's talking to them guys. These guys, man, like, these are my bros here. I would never be that delusional with these guys. Like ever. Like this is like next level type of delusion. Like when I say like I've never been that delusional for like a girl that I was in love with. Like never. Like to the point where it's like, nah, she didn't sleep with him. She tripped, fell, and landed into a situation. Like that's what these dudes are doing to themselves. They saw something. They know exactly what they saw, but they're tricking themselves into believing it was something else. Like, not even for love have I ever done that. Like, I don't understand. I think these guys are in love with Wilder in a way that's not right. In a way that's not cool. In a way that's not, hey, look, I don't want to go too far with this. But what I would say is,
They got a right to love Wilder the way they want to love Wilder.
no, that's only if it's that's only. No. That's only if it's reciprocated, right? Like these guys are in love with Wilder in a way that Telly's not in love with Wilder. Like, just in love with Wilder in a way that's like, man, it's like, okay, Sanaya Lathan, Love and Basketball. I used to watch it all the time. That was my girlfriend. I never knew her. That was my girlfriend. Now, as an adult, now I'm still in love, and I'm telling all the women who come to me, nah, because me and Sanaya. Like, me and Sanaya. You just delusional, man. Like, these guys are in love with Wilder in a way that's unhealthy. It's unhealthy. Because you guys, like Trill said, you guys probably lost a stack on Wilder.
Facts.
Right? You probably lost more than a stack. You probably lost stacks on Wilder. And you're so delusional, and you're lying to yourself so much, you'll lose even more in the third fight. Like, I just can't, man. Look, I blame Wilder for this because these are your minions. These are the people who you were telling your king is here, and you're not telling them to stop making excuses. You're not telling them to stop with the baloney. So when it's all said and done, man, I blame Wilder for this. Wilder, stop making excuses. Start training, get better, and learn how to box. Until then, Fury by knockout, third fight.
Please like and subscribe and check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and also check out our podcast on all major streaming services. It's the Boxing Bros.